Where's Discord? Right. And we are actually live. There you go. Blah. Oh, today. I mean, there's always Reddit as a fallback, technically speaking, so honestly not bad. Ow. Anytime. It's fine. Anytime. Oh. You ever just been sitting there and suddenly your neck and like upper back hurt? But then it's a debate of whether or not it's worth trying to stretch it out. Which one hurts more, basically? Yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Randomly. Well, I say randomly. Tension. Wonder why that's a thing. No clue. Alas, I have returned. Foxy Overlord in all her confused glory. Yeah. Yeah. It's always awkward at the beginning of these. Like, first off, I don't have a starting soon screen, which would be very nice, but you may not have. No, they cost money to get made. Which reminds me of another thing I should probably at least start getting ideas for, which is actually having a more specific idea of what I want for the theme of my own model, which is to say a custom-made one and not a $25 customizable one off of Etsy, which was done good. And I mean, I went with customizable because I felt the need to get some measure of what's it called? Personal touch. Still. Chest size. Personally, I think slightly too large, but also, as much as the rigging's pretty good, it's a little more rigid in some ways. Namely the ears. Floppy ear, well, not floppy per se, but more mobile. I think it adds a nice touch. Very expressive. It'd be fun, tie it to different facial expressions and whatnot, but still waiting on getting a new graphics card so that I can even think about using something like VBridger. If I'm pretty sure this model's compatible. I don't know. That's the other reason for waiting to get VBridger. It may only be $10, but when you don't have a lot of extra money in your account, well, yeah. Your phone. How dare you abuse your phone like that? I can't believe it. It does so much hard work for you. It's diligent. It always lets you know when you have a text message. Did you just let it die? You can't even feed it energy? You know, a competent individual does not blame their tools. Further true. Surely. Anyway. How's it going? I say that because I need something to talk about, but because I'm interested. Not saying much I'm interested in a lot of things, to be fair, but anyway. I blame my PC. Yeah, because it literally is dying, but I don't blame it for dying. I just acknowledge that it is dying. That there's a difference. Okay. Just saying. I may get frustrated, but I don't hate it for doing so, and I don't blame it. I understand. I just don't like it. Incompetent. Okay. Rude. Also moderately hurtful. But occasionally true. Okay, I will admit. It happens. We're not good at everything, right? All I'm gonna say is at least I haven't tried Yuntal and Briar. Okay, so that's I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. That's it. That's it. That's all. It's fine. I didn't blame. Okay, first off, I didn't blame the tool. I complained about the tool. It's different. Okay. I blame the horrendous electrical situation in my current abode because it's objectively garbage. I don't know how else you explain wiring up 4 rooms to the same fuse, which is what you'd usually have for 1 room in a modern day home. So, you know. Welcome to Mid Lane. It's hell here, but you know, we keep coming back for some reason. Although I will say mid lane probably gets the least hate out of every other lane and role in the game. Usually it's because I think you're just generically incompetent, but you know. Swings and roundabouts, really. They think you're horrible, but you also don't get yelled at or blamed for a lot, except by your jungler. Because mid jungle duo is supposed to be a thing, but it's prefer to invade on horrible timers while you push into a turret. And yeah. When you can't even know prior to them. Shh. It's a secret. You can't give away secrets. Why is there a Heimerdinger emote? Huh? That's not even a 7TV. That's what the 7TV emote. It's actually huh. Okay. I mean, the river play's not guaranteed, so obviously you can't go to the river play and just waste mana and time, because then you'd have to push in the wave anyway, and then you can't, because you're useless without mana, so I mean, it just is what it is. The junglers, they wouldn't get it. Why do I suddenly have 2 messages? Oh. You're a generation above mine. Also a little bit because of the TI. Also kinky. Unsolicited biting? It's like kind of my entire shtick, granted. But yeah. Alright, my beloved. I'm sure you'll come back into usefulness at some point. Look, I'm just saying. Yeah. I contemplate getting a cup with a straw, because then it doesn't cut off facial tracking. You do it because you're lazy. We're not the same. Silas. W maxing. Well, I haven't played Silas in a while, so I don't remember how much mana his stuff takes, but it doesn't matter because you kill everything in one rotation anyway. What are you complaining about? You're basically a consistent damage auto attacker with extra steps. Technically, no, that could have been to anybody who's there. So I very specifically didn't call anybody out. There's no mana item. WMAX. You probably take at least some mana runes, though. No. Surely. I mean, surely. Oh my, let me just no, I spelled Silas correctly, right? Yeah, it is, that's fine. What? Whatever. Yeah, presence of mind is the default one. Okay, so yeah. Whatever, show off. Memorize the Silas rune page. Alright, we got it. Just wait. You'll start playing Obowa, and then you will kill everything in one rotation anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but that's not the point. Yeah. Bunny Girl is silly. I think my only real gripe with Aurora is the fact that her range isn't quite as long as I'd like, but if it was, she would be disgusting, so I kinda get it. Don't have to like it, but I get it. Flux, Mid, and Victor. Well, okay, that's where you Q them. And I don't know, try dodging an ability? Skill issue? I don't know what to tell you. Well, then you should have proc Presence of Mind easy. I'm just saying, they have to stand still to cast their abilities for at least a moment. Right. They have to be in position, so you can just hit them with Q. It's that easy. Or realistically, you're a Silas, minus not against Victor, because that'd be a horrible idea. You just walk at the Lux, and then use E1 to dodge for Q. And you get Presence of Mind, and you hard win the trade. If nothing else, I can read. Typing is another thing entirely, but I can read. Okay? You can't take that from me. No. 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 Try again. Minty. So nice. Summer's gone, but it's also getting cold, so... You keep doing that, but hey, I don't know what's more impressive. The fact that... How does it even get that much torque in its neck to pull that off? Assuming that's somebody's leg. Then again, I have seen tigers... Fun fact, tigers' tails are basically entirely muscle, so they're actually pretty heavy and also very strong. It's just the blanket. Oh. The plan... the plan today is, part one is come up with a plan. I know. Surprise. The fallback plan is, I suppose, Reddit, for lack of anything else. Look, I'm... As much as everyone seems to enjoy me sitting here and talking to myself, utterly clueless, with no idea where I'm going, my brain is much more play a game or, like, play off of something and make commentary-esque style than it is pull ideas. Okay. Pull and settle on an idea that I like out of the ether. Not my strong suit. I need to turn my phone slightly because I'm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's a subtle hint to you guys to talk more, or bring a topic that you want to think about. Because the easy thing, of course, would be looking up news. However, that feels like a really easy way to catch crippling depression, so I'm inclined to not do that. I'm gonna specifically go to maybe to be relaxing, but I'd prefer like a more relaxed and happy space than existential dread. Yeah. Not a fun time. Where was I? Oh, sorry, I'm doing this, and that. Then I can do this. Alright, let's. Okay, where was I gonna type in? Ah. 8.1 million. Okay. Where? Oh, geez. No, it's this one. It's this one. Oh, that confused me because it showed the League client because it was the last thing I tried to capture, and then it showed the, well, Reddit. Because I'm bored. I'll chill here. Oh, it's dog feeding time, which means I get to close my door. What a facial expression that was. Why is my first instinct to try and read that out? I don't think Colgate needs free advertisement to way less people than they could probably put in front of just by doing that. LTA rebrand failed. Let's. What does that mean? I'm afraid. What is that? What did HBO Max do? I'm still not getting it. I'm confused. Well, not that important to me. Well, this is more your area of expertise, I suppose. Well, there just seem to be some people who. Oh, disguised is still. Yeah, ARAM. I mean, you play enough of it. You definitely play more than I do. Half people don't do it. But why did I think they were being serious? They're just talking about feeding the poros. Okay. Fair play. That's the problem with any game mode. People optimize the fun out of it. But, you know. I guess feed the poros? Well, no, you've never seen me play ARAM because I'm highly competitive, and ARAM is not. So, yeah. At least I know what I am, okay? I am highly competitive. That's not changing, obviously, after many years. Haha, Carmine Corp versus. Uh, hmm. How much will you want to bet that if I click on that, it comes up with the score? This is your chance to look away. Ooh. 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 Feels bad. It feels bad. Why can't Nico become... I wonder why Nico can't become Baron. Can't think of any possible reason that could be an issue. Well, it's kind of sad this doesn't have more responses, so otherwise I'd bother clicking it. Prefer if Baron and Dragon were on the same screen. Yeah, there was a time on the PvE where she could turn into epic monsters, and it was really, really jank, but she could do it. Slight problem. It would just be the dragon lying there in its idle animation, wandering around the rift, which looks really, really weird. Also, there's no point, because like you can't even surprise them. If you're sitting there as a ward, there's no notification that, oh, that ward that was there was destroyed, right? To everyone on the map. There is for Dragon, Herald, Baron, and Grubs. So you could technically, I guess, turn into a Grub after killing a Grub and then sit there. Especially if you take, like, one of the back ones. Which would be hilarious. But that's about it. There's, okay. I want to ask you, how many... Okay, first off, it technically doesn't until they're all dead, I'm pretty sure. But... almost maybe if you go wander over and see, but like, who's gonna go wander over and see, especially in anywhere below, I don't know, Grandmaster, and then hit tab to be like, oh, they have a Grub. There's 3 here. If that were the case, they wouldn't get caught out guard on a wave, well, off guard on a wave with 7 minions. All the time. Entirely. How many people do you think are actually going to hit tab, period, before doing anything in League of Legends? People don't even do it before getting into a fight. Why would they do it before going to Grubs? They're just gonna look at the CS numbers if they're like Diamond Plus, and if otherwise they're not going to. So you would. Well, I guess you are a nerd. Confirmed. Okay. Good on you then. Obsessed with numbers. They're just taking over his life. Unfortunate. Yeah, I can get with that. Ari's getting up there. Why is my champion so worthless on her own? Okay. What am I supposed to do with this information? I want neither. Okay. We need stimulation. I'll putting the most overstimulating. Look, it's only overstimulating during team fights or before you get your first like year's worth of play in so that you understand all of the basics finally. Then it's fine. Whatever you enjoy playing. That's the short answer there. It's always whatever you enjoy playing. I don't hate the idea. It's not right, you know it isn't? You don't enjoy... Oh, you don't! Is that why you, like, never take the time to learn how to, like, actually do successful combos? Or... was there another reason for that? Hmm. This would be kind of cool, though, seeing enemy skins and champions select. I'll admit. Not the worst. Hard to really abuse, either. Although if you see someone scroll through, like, 10 different skins in a champion, they might dodge because they're like, oh god, they're a one-trick. So, again, people being cowards running nice things, but, you know. Whatever. Captain Flowers is great, admittedly. $250 words per minute. Okay. Everyone in the server, it's so good. They're not, that's the secret. They just think they are. They're all egoists, like most people who play League of Legends. Frank the Scoop and letting Greg as Esquire. Honestly, they probably might just give you the pity victory at that point. Oh, you meant them shaking, quivering. Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, probably not. League needs to add more tutorials to the game. League needs to add tutorials to the game. I stand corrected. Dr. Moon in every game all of a sudden? Because people finally realize that he is disgustingly broken. And less people play Vayne, so, you know. If you stack HP and no one can kill you, you tend to win the game more often than not. I know, weird. But it shows both, who cares? Also, they're making assumptions here. But whatever, don't care. Okay, sure. Champions who do not yield. Full AD crit Soraka. Okay. Things I didn't need to be reminded of. You don't even need to smurf on hit Lulu. You just need to. I mean, you need to get ahead, so technically, but you just need to be better, really. The point is just being better. You don't want to fall behind on hit Lulu. I'm telling you this right now. You don't want to fall behind. It's pain. Lots of pain. Yeah, just. I mean, I routinely dodge most of the skill shots thrown my way. That's already. There you go. Just hope you're not facing an Aurelia or something. Easy. If you know, you know. Oh my. Fine, 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 fine. No. Go with hot. Oh my. I don't know why it would continue scrolling forever if you have it set to best, but it does, and it just re-shows all of the same stuff. For a farming enchanter? Same reason that Tarek is like one of the only male enchanters in the game. Reasons. After 10 years off? What do they just play season 1 and decide, actually I'm not a fan, and then come back? Huh? Routinely miss my skill shots. That's not true. I occasionally miss my skill shots. For most of a game. Then it comes back. I feel this quite strongly. Yes. People in League of Legends having 0 mental fortitude. Name Morganic Duo. Classic. Herpes trending on Tumblr. That's the only thing on Tumblr probably at this point. I don't even have an installed on my phone still. I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of a good reason. Anyway. It has been quite windy recently. I don't know why, and I'm not a huge fan. I will say, there's not as many gameplay videos for League as there was for that's close. Don't tempt me. I can still do that. What was it talking about? Oh, right, not as many gameplay videos for League as there is for War Thunder, for some reason. I mean, it kind of makes sense. League is just a hard game to record. Especially for shorts. It's a pain in the butt to record shorts. What did I... Yeah. You'd be surprised sometimes, but also not impossible. Although I really like the Nami trying to bubble the Rift Herald. I'm pretty sure that you can't do that. Also, just get gameplay. Well, we already know what's gonna happen. Oh. Okay. In context, that makes sense. Play safe further under turret. I kind of thought that they were gonna get ganked or something. Look, they're trying their best. Surely, probably. They're there. They're actively moving their mouse and hitting their keyboard. So you know, the second part might be in rage, but that's, you know, not important. What is... This doesn't work as well to record it if you're doing it after the fact, because it doesn't... Okay, well I'm basically obligated to click this. Hi, I started playing like a day ago. Okay, first off. Oh, that hurt my head reading that. Okay. Why is there... Why are we doing the 3 dots after like? Why do we even put like? And then they pick... Okay. Anyway. Because she's quite easy. Ha! She's simple and straightforward. It's easy. Mm. Really depends. Arrange these requirements. When it comes to other... Was this written by an AI? Unironic? Based on midline. And it's not so easy, but at least quite chill. Playstyle and range meets my preferences when it comes to other games. See, with the amount that Grammarly is being pushed, I can never tell if it's an actual person or not. My gripes on Grammarly is another thing entirely. I'm sure we'll touch on that at some point. Yeah, this one. And that's 4 months ago. It's worse now. When it comes to other games. What do you do? Huh? What am I reading? Why am I on... I regret being on Reddit already. Why couldn't I just be a React streamer? Life would be so much easier. I could just sit here and watch videos, but no. I care about stuff like copyrights and actually being creative and entertaining. She is cute though. Although I don't think cute's the word most people would use for Ari. But why are we bringing up McDog? First off, I'd say just go play Norms. You aren't gonna learn a lot about hitting skill shots playing against bots. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna move on just because. Anyway. Because Newspeed also exists. I mean, it's an average Master Yi moment. Why are we like pretending that's notable? Obviously. Come on. I know the truth is often stranger than fiction. But the other thing of note is that when people try to fake something to make it look cool, they tend to be a little too precise. That strikes me as a little too precise. I'm gonna press X that on that one. So then you can reveal words. What? Can it? Are we sure about that? Also, why is this the second Quinn bot lane that I've seen? I actually can't think of how that would work. Because she shouldn't have, I mean, unless they have a word there, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. My condolences, but also good luck. Best set quadri you'll ever see. JK, because I'm not looking. Can't make me. Does anti-heal even work in this game? Yes, play Briar, you'll find out really quickly it does work. I haven't tried Brawl yet. I have no idea what just happened. Just gonna drink my tea, move on. It's whack and you miss Arena. Yeah, that's fair. Arena's good. Arena's fun. Namely because you only have one other person to rely on. Okay. Exact space, one of my favorite gifts. Ah. Glad I could help. It still bugs me how unreasonably, like, anime smug, just barely smiling looks. But the alternative is, again, having zero facial expressions. So, you know. Not great. Ah, how old is that? I can't even see what it's doing. Is that a dog or a cat? Huh. Imagine playing ADC in 2025. Oh, it's a Fennec Fox. I see. Oh, Lucian, no. Oh. Oh, I feel that so strongly. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a little bit. For sure. Oof. Huh. Okay, but why did the Twitch stand on top of the trap? That's a good reaction time, though. I'll give him that. Good reaction time in the Sedwani art. But the Twitch. Like, if you're standing on a Caitlyn trap when she puts it down, you don't get caught in it unless you just stand there like a complete idiot. Hey, Weeb, what do you, well, you're typing in Twitch chat, obviously. That's not. Why are they throwing cheese in a cat? Okay, well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Did you think that I wouldn't do it again? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Hmm. But you know, why are they throwing cheese in a cat? That's a, I mean, I can't even eat normal cheese. That's still a perfectly good waste of cheese. So disappointing. I need games in my life. I'll watch it because it's Aurora, but I don't think it's gonna be great. So they just okay. Okay, no wards there. Never mind. I thought I saw a ward from their team. Honestly, just very unfortunate. Also, did they just build? Man, what a... Come on. If you're ever gonna record a League of Legends clip in the replay system, you just gotta just hit tab for like a second and a half at the beginning so the people can see the build. Otherwise, they're gonna assume that you're just like super far ahead and full build to people who aren't, and it's just not very impressive. And we shot Dory because he's driving while typing in chat, and that's really all I can do to him while he does that to discourage it, so. Yeah. That's about it. I don't know why that's in slow motion, but... I'm confused. Also, are you done driving now? Or do I have to shoot you again? Not that I get any pleasure out of doing it, it's just, no, it's for your own good, of course. Alright, how many seconds is 30 minutes? $1,800. Okay. Do 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 do. For what? It's not like I feel that bad, you can still listen. You just can't type, which you shouldn't be doing anyway. Yeah. 30 minutes it is. So how's your day going, Alta? Doing so what the did we just no still the 21st century. Sorry, I thought we time traveled for a second. Just got over. Well, I would assume so because you said you were on your PC. I know technology's gotten a long way, but I don't think you can take a desktop PC out of the house and have it function like just walking around. That'd be pretty weird. Also, I have to be really strong to make that work. I'll put that there. Okay, well this looks really awkward because I'm like in a chair that is swiveling as I try and move stuff around. Okay. Now for water. Drive safely. Well, I mean, hey, good for you though. At least it's not that hot, so construction should not have been quite as horrible of an experience. Also, Nani? Once. That's not that bad, honestly. Like, that could be worse. I think? You don't even have damage numbers on. Oh my god, people. Hit by rapid fire amount of sass? Well, how else would you want to be greeted? Boring. Hi, how are you doing? Do you have a good day? Oh, I hope it was fun. That'd be nice for once. I don't know, you ask for a lot. I'm having to drastically dial back my response. It's very difficult. Never say I didn't do anything for you. Yep, that's from Weeb. Alright, well, I'm just not gonna look at it. You ask for the bare minimum? How? That is not the bare minimum. The bare minimum is like saying hi after reading the message. Or sup, actually. It'd be like saying sup. 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 Look, at the very least you can't say that knowing me is not an interesting experience. It's very unique. Breaking your little heart. How so? Explain, monsieur. Alacrity versus Bloodline. Depends on the matchup, I'd say, for Jinx, because it's just lifesteal later versus attack speed later. That, and you kind of build enough attack speed that you actually don't really need Alacrity, come to think of it. Rise ult. Tom precasts R and Ambessa, that Ambessa times it with her own ult. Tom Kench makes Ambessa not dash into enemy rather yoink the enemy champion, and therefore... I'm not clicking on that because I can't be bothered. Also, it's a JPEG, so like... embed it properly, please. Thank you. What am I even looking at? Also, it's always a question of like, when it comes to posting stuff on, well, I guess usually they have questions like, personal attacks, all claims require evidence, yada yada yada, yada yada, must be directly related, specific. Huh? Don't address individuals or distinct entities. That's incredibly vague. Okay. Okay. So I guess technically you could post a short of your own on the League subreddit, for example. completely random example, of course. But, I don't know, it feels weird. I guess, yeah. Warwick catches them now. Oh. Oh, that is... That is... Okay. Man, that had layers. Okay, so you have... Why is he up this far in the first place? Just jungler things, but... He's up way too far. I think they Kali used Alt R2 way too soon, then W'd. And then he got kill ulted, could R out. MF uses her R, even though she just keeps chasing him, she'd catch up anyway and didn't need to. Echo just saved his life entirely. Nautilus, he's trying his best, okay, he still doesn't suffer for it. And then Warwick, for some reason, sits around there for 3 eternities doing nothing and then R's into the bush at the last second and misses. Just take a breath. Just take a breath. Relax. Don't overplay it. And they get him. Let that be a lesson to you. Yeah. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Do it as quickly as you can while doing it correctly. Maybe. Like you, Gragas. You, Shen. Okay. The messiest goal America's ever seen. I mean, Messi does play in the US now, so that's probably not true. Just saying. I mean, nice. Oh. Oh. Oh, Amumu. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Ooh. I'm not really sure what he expected to happen if he hit the vein anyway, but you know. Props to not just sitting in the fountain and denying the penta, I guess. Shoutcasted low elo. Huh? Okay. The timing on that is just... That's an oof. That is a hard oof. A very strong oof. And, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's already managed to look at the now. Oh. Man. The random stuff you will find. I need to click that. See, this is the thing. Like I could think of stuff. But the problem with pre-planning stuff is that I'd have to pre-plan it. which means I'd have to think about it ahead of time. Just ADHD things. You wouldn't get it. So honestly, I don't know. I mean, hey, the title does say Yap, so got anything random on your mind? Questions? Thoughts? Why does Fnatic keep losing in the most spectacular fashions? Why does the average League player have the mental fortitude of a 2-year-old? Listening to new music. Only in 2025, playing a game, listening to music, and watching something else, a stream in this case, but you're locked in. Has ADHD gone too far? What even is multitasking? Is it actually possible? Is it detrimental to your long-term mental health? Mort 5. 7. Mort 7. It's currently 6:47. That's where I got the 7 from, isn't it? Okay. Well, I tried. You said you haven't done D&D, right? Granted, I haven't done D&D, but that's because I'm shy. I know. Surprise. Is very shy. Also self-confidence issues. Also talking, which I've said before is part of the reason why I stream is to practice vocal stuff. So I also thought about doing voice acting, but that's entirely too, I don't know. Maybe in the future. Who knows? Shy. Very shy. Look, I just play games. This is what I do. I play games and I know things, usually having to do with said game. But I don't know. There's like the constant question: what the heck do I want to do? Most successful thing so far has been War Thunder, which I would not wish hours of War Thunder a day upon anybody. Literally nobody. It is a harsh and miserable existence. Unless they fix naval, in which case I'm totally down. But, you know, they haven't. And so, There's also only so much, like, mythology-based content to look at. Yeah. I was tempting is just to read over Kitsune Lore again, which, again, I don't know how to feel about so much of it being related around Fox wife content. I guess nothing's really changed, has it? Nothing's really changed. Well, I guess, hey, the more things change, the more they stay the same, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I'd pull up Ari artwork, but I think we all know what we see. So, I can't do that on stream. Although, actually, no, I couldn't. If I went looking for it knowing no, then that's a good way to catch a ban. But technically, you're not held accountable if it's in-game. As far as TOS goes. Speaking of Stellar Blade. Oh boy. Yeah, but that is Noodles, and that would be an entirely different type of Ari art. Anyway. Stellar Blade. At least Stellar Blade knows what it is, I guess. You won TFT? Nice! I know what that means. Totally. I definitely know what that means. I've played so much TFT after all. You have to understand. I've got like 2 hours? 2 hours of TFT total experience. It means you got first. So top 4 isn't winning? It's first. I'm getting conflicting messages. So I should probably open my door. Ow. Ow. I wasn't doing it. It's fine. It's fine. First is when many ways to... Okay. So first is win, but there's many ways to win. And this isn't confusing how. Man. Maybe I should do more watch more Just Chatting streams for research purposes. Win more for win. Okay. Sure. And other news, Super Earth has survived. Not that you'd know anything about that because you know, refused to get on the game. But it did. We won! Let's go! I'm limited in the amount of excitement I can show because, you know, but no more limited threat on Super Earth. Good times. Good times. I would have played more, but I'm pretty sure my graphics card would just die. So I made the executive decision to not. And stuff kept coming up between when I would have, so I mean, I have the weirdest luck, okay? I tend to have things happen that I need to happen, but not necessarily what I want to happen, and definitely not in the time frame that I want it to happen. Or have things happen that stop me from doing something that I shouldn't do because I would regret it and be detrimental. In this case, playing more Helldivers 2. It's an interesting experience, but it's better than the opposite, I suppose. Yeah. Where does this leave playing League of Legends? I have no clue. I haven't lost every game that I play, so there's that. Of course. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we might as well meander onto this. Da 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 da. Yes. Oh my god, I gotta move again. Whatever. Why do I look smaller? Or maybe it's just massive. Okay, yeah, that's probably part of it. Moving on. So, after someone rudely got me thinking about playing Champions last night, yeah, this happened. Neither of these games was really played. We had... Well, I need someone to explain this to. I forgot how degenerate everything gets, even more so after a certain time. Okay, like, I just wanted to play the game. I just wanted to play the game. And this happens. So yeah, this one, our jungler was basically just AFK, quite literally. Which is not great against a Volibear. And then this one... Well... Oh hey, she caught up in levels finally. So at... What was it, like... 5 minutes, our Yuumi was still level 2 because she immediately attached onto our Jarvan and just followed him along to his first clear to bot lane. I'm still not sure if they are both a duo that was trolling and griefing, or if the Jarvan was just unfortunate. But they were saying stuff with Jam Select, so I don't even know. I got what I wanted out of it. I got to bully the Kate. Okay, also the Kate chose Kate into a Hui face up. And despite dying 6 times, I still solo killed her twice. So I think well, once. Almost twice. So I guess I got what I wanted out of it, as far as asserting dominance as the superior mid laner. But yeah, don't play late is the lesson learned here. Like, late is fine, but late. Also, no, I'm pretty sure this is Iron 1. Yeah, no, Iron 1. So we'll give them some credit. Granted, personally, I think that the skill difference from Iron to Bronze is several orders of magnitude, quite honestly. It's not quite the same as Bronze 1 to Silver 4, for instance. It's kind of a you almost need another rank below Iron to like spread everything out. But I still don't understand how we have well, they played Vel'Koz and like hard carried. I see. Because they just wait, does that mean we then got 2 Iron players? How does this work out MMR wise? Huh. Interesting. Whatever. I smurfed on Aurora, so that was fun. Silly rabbit is silly. Oh, button. Whatever. Yes, a wawa. A wawa. A wawa. Very fun when you have... Okay, Aurora's more fun, or at least easier to pull off, when you have a bunch of squishies to play against, but since she's meant to be a top laner anyway, she does pretty good into bruisers and tanks too. And especially when said bruiser is trying to play set mid and then tries to play aggressive, like sets are wont to do, because they can bully most melee picks, and most people... Basically, if you ever see a set in low elo, they're probably just trying to cheese. Let's be honest. They're just trying to cheese. They just are hoping that you don't know set damage. But if you do, then, and you have range, then they just kind of eat cement. Especially if you have, I don't know, a hop, which gives move speed in your kit, as well as an ability to slow and also jump back out of range of, I don't know, his E, for instance. It's not a fun time for him. Amumu did try and help, granted, but even the unmitigated BS that is Amumu's double Q and ultimate could not salvage this for them, thankfully. I would have been very upset if it had. Also, Talon played pretty well, which was a nice change of pace. I just need to, like, not get anything that isn't mid anymore, and I'll be quite happy. ADC is a fake role. I don't care what anyone says. It's a fake role. But yes, Amumu's two things that are just true. Amumu's a wretched creature, and I'm pretty sure Victor is just trash right now. Because, like, even Ahri feels bad. Granted, I have way more experience than Ahri. But, like, it's just... you don't really get to do anything. The entire meta seems to be being able to abuse people early. Also, the gold diff. The gold diff I find hilarious. Even Kennen only has 680. Which is like 2 kills. But 1,000 and... okay. Look, it's just, you know, things happen. Your team griefs, they all group up and suddenly you're useless, and they just target you into infinity. And have a really fed, what was that? I don't remember that, was it an Olaf? I think it was Olaf, right? I don't remember. I can look. I can honestly just go look. Oh no, Kled. Yeah. You want to see this dog disappear? It was basically what happened on repeat. Good times, good times. I still finished with a positive KDA though. We just had a not very useful Fiddlesticks, a Nasus, which means he's not useful until later in the game, and a Soraka who, I mean, she healed. Kind of. First level 2, yes. 19 CS diff, that's not surprising. Tale of Two Halves. How did this game start? At 15, 19 CS diff. Not huge, but decent. 2,634 gold diff. 1729 XP diff. And first level 2, obviously. You said that you would be home in about 30 minutes. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. Yes, I'm ignoring the husky part of that statement. I can't help if you're delusional and maybe have dementia, but, like, you know, you should probably get that looked at. Ignited 9 times. Well, that's not great for a 44-minute game. Actually, is that? What's the Ignite CD? I don't remember. But yeah, suffice to say, it was a rough time. Out of curiosity. Man, imagine CSing. Imagine CSing, that's crazy. Okay, so probably, yeah, that's about right. If I just CS'd better, instead of farming enemy champions, if I just got CS and farmed enemy champions, we'd win every game. It'd be easy. But no, I get caught up in trying to help people. Yeah, you had, I mean, you had 7.3, which is not horrible. Yeah, I only have 100 more damage a minute than you. Despite the start, because it dropped off a cliff. Yeah, in the first 17 minutes I had 2 items, and then it took about 10 minutes to get the third. Almost another 10 minutes to get the next one, and then, yeah. Yeah, not great. No, look, Mr. Efficiency. And it took you 23 minutes to get your second item. I don't know. Feel issue. 500? Okay, no, he didn't get outdone by our support, so it's not that bad. He did get outdone by the Silas, who was massively behind early. See, the problem with this is it's making me want to play League, and I can't play League while streaming because my PC will die. This is a problem. My ADHD-addled mind requires some sort of thing to do. Or at least a topic to talk about. Just don't... But I'm bored. I'm bored. But I also want to stream, but I'm bored. The voices, indeed. You forgot how to type out the emote that you yourself put in. Really. Also, why does this keep expanding? There we go. Honestly. Just, is that all I am, do you know? I just read stuff out? That's it? Okay. I see this. I keep forgetting to check what the hell Twitch is doing with this whole affiliate thing as well. Definitely not that long. I added an extra 5 there. Oh, sure, it was just... Uh-huh. Okay, sure. How to create good short-form content quickly. What the hell's good short-form content? Ay. Hmm. That's fair. Okay, so they are getting rid of affiliate. Hmm. Oh boy. My time of not getting bribed is apparently coming to an end. League. Want to versus should is a very important distinction. Probably will. uh So yeah. I guess that means you guys get to bully me into doing stuff. Oh boy. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Boys, please. Enemy. Enemy. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Downside of years of trying to talk in a certain way for no reason and training stuff to do that. Way too much random tension in the throat, which means can't, if I talk naturally, it's whatever. But like when trying to sing, it's kind of annoying because it just limits that don't exist. Oh well. I mean, conservatively, it'd make like $5 a month, so that's great. It's more than I've made. Okay, well, okay, I've done odd jobs for family, right? Also have fun. Yeah, you're probably gone, but have fun. And earn money doing that, like building stuff for my grandma with my grandpa, like flower beds, elevated flower beds, mind you. The siding in the house, plumbing stuff, which not my favorite, but whatever. So I've done stuff. I just haven't had a technically, you know, generally socially recognized job per se, because that's see, okay, I wanted to take a year off before going to college to like figure stuff out, which would have been really nice. Probably solved a lot of problems, but yeah, instead I got guilt tripped into going for years and really accomplishing nothing, and now here we are having wasted a bunch of money. So you know, it's a great time. Really, follow, trust your gut, do the thing that you think you should do. At the very least, you'll have less regrets. As the GPU, well, my current GPU is dying still, and I'm pretty sure it's the GPU. Because I looked at all the capacitors and it doesn't look like any of them are bulging or leaking. But technically, they could also be bad while not doing any of those things, and I don't have the equipment to check that. So maybe it's still bad, or it's just fine. Who knows? I don't. So currently, I'm hoping that it's going to be just the graphics card being bad, which it does look like it's definitely a problem. Because I think that's been leaking, at least one of the capacitors. Because, I mean, there was a bunch of dust built up. Oh no, there was still music, okay. No, it's not out yet. 3 more days till it releases, and I still kind of want to see the reviews to make sure it's actually as good as it should be and decent, but I might just send it, because if it's around the right price range, it's hard to not get a card that's an... Okay, it's hard to get anything that isn't an upgrade over a 2060, the original 6GB version. Which I'm currently streaming with. You can maybe see how it's not been super happy with... Actually, that's probably what killed my power supply, come to think of it. Oh, part of it. The other part is the shoddy electrical wiring in the house. But, you know. So yeah, I haven't bought it yet, because it comes out on the 5th. But anyway, there was dust built up, yeah, but it looks like it's stuck to the capacitor in a specifically drippy format, I guess you could, I don't know. It looks like there was something that leaked out, it leaked, and then it got dust on it, and then it built up, kind of like a weird stalagmite, right? Right? Stalactite, because it's hanging. Fire extinguisher ready. I know where one is. We operate fast and loose here. I can't say the second part of my brain come up with that because, yes, I did. Not that I'm highly superstitious or anything, or paranoid, or, anyway, so, yeah. I don't know, there's an argument for not censoring my thoughts as much, but, truly my mind can be degenerate. It's very creative. See, that's the thing. When you're creative, you're creative. Right. So I see a lot of different, what do I call it? Possibilities. It's good for debates, because I can see both sides, but everything also tends to turn into an innuendo. So oh. Skibidi furry centimeter 64. I mean, hey, it at least you're comfortable. That is a name. That is, I think, the quintessential, what do you call it? The quintessential Zoomer name? Anyway, thanks for the follow. Not a husky. Fox. Not a... No, don't rage bait. Don't rage bait. I know. I know you know. You know that I know that you know that I know. I don't even know anything about Skibidi, to be perfectly honest. I've never seen it. I don't know if I will ever see it, because I'd have to remember to go look it up. And be bored enough. I think I meet the ADHD qualification levels though, so maybe it might... You don't need to find husky emotes. It's fine. It's entirely fine. We will survive without husky emotes, I promise. I know I try, and I was gonna pester Alto about it, and then Alto will probably add them because he'll find it hilarious. Roz knows that he has no other way to get back at me. He needs to work in his banter. He really... What in the hell is that? I can't see. That looks very small, but I mean, there's 4 of them. I assume I can kind of guess from the name with Wheeze, so I guess kind of get it. I feel slightly more bad for Joker now. This is what he had to put up with. For... Was it actually years? It was years. Oh. Well, it was like a year and a half. Yeah, like a year and a half. Speechless. I was trying to figure out what it was without hovering over it to see the name, because that's cheating, but Yeah. The younger brother you never had. Your words are his. Wait, I guess you are. No, you are older. Never mind. That makes sense. Also, that's a really sanitized way of saying you bullied the hell out of him. Which, I mean, fair. Been there, done that multiple times. He does make it easy. But, you know. At least I don't hide behind, you know, flowery words and whatnot. Played Elden Ring for you. I mean, he also enjoyed Elden Ring. Apparently not as much as he enjoys Minecraft. But I kind of saw that coming. Just see, the thing with the Joker is, while he is quite good at a lot of things video game related, he is also, well, I mean, ADHD, so he hyperfixates, but then he also gets frustrated when he messes up. So, it's not the greatest combo. Kind of awkward sometimes. Not the greatest for your mental health. But he's gotten better about learning when to step back for a second, I guess. I mean, we're talking about the same person who, you know, what was it? Oh gee, which one? There's plenty of stories. Well, there was the one time he stabbed his hand because someone said that he wouldn't. There was unironically a time in his life where he could say "do it, pussy, you won't," and he just would, because, you know, why not? Yeah. Sucker for death, and he gave you deaths? You literally shot me in Helldivers. What do you mean? That was the first thing you did. Oh, my chair's not centered. There we go. Get the Sure, okay. Technically, yeah. I mean, you didn't have to. I feel obligated to point out. You could have just not shot me. That was an option. The Illuminate were the threat, not your fellow Helldivers. It's okay though, I got you back. I had perfectly timed shot to make you fall to your death. I wasn't even blamed. Glorious. I'm just that good. Foxes, you get it, yeah? How do you... Because I literally dropped with you. That's how. Okay? Had to... And how did that clarify anything? Why do I have cat ears? Technically Fox, but also... I think, at least. Limited options with the bottle is the short answer, I suppose. I have a husky, I can tell you that they're not husky ears, at the very least. Okay, so you know what? Sure, maybe they're cat ears. Foxes are basically just cat software dog hardware. So, I mean, hey, it works. Just a little more cat than the average fox. Yeah, probably. It kind of depends. Some people, I think generally, yeah, probably would be more cat, but some people use it for fox, others use it for, well, fox. It's fox or cat, really. Dog ears usually without the large amount of fluff in it. Which I'm not even sure why would have fluff, because that doesn't make sense either way for cat, but it's not the point. Basically, it comes down to limited option because $25 Etsy model, because I'm not made of money, or even have a lot, so we make do. Getting a custom-made model some point is definitely on the list of things that I keep adding to. How long it stays there? Don't know. Why are you blue now? Why are you like eye searing, blend in with the background, can barely read blue? Oh. Okay. Screw it. Yeah, alright, Alan. Sign up for Only Toes. People will pay for Fox Toes. People pay for a lot of things. That doesn't mean that they're going to get them, but they would pay for a lot of things. Yeah. So now you need a color no one uses? It's... okay. I don't know how to explain this to you, but there is more people using Twitch than there is color options. So technically speaking, every color has someone using it. What now, nerd? You can't mix two different colors in the name as far as I know. That sounds like a feature that would break Twitch, but uses blue. Furtax. Furtax uses blue. Synapsid is purple. Alto's green. Obviously, we know this. Haven't seen him. You literally have, but he's usually quieter. How do you fix your internet? That depends entirely on what the issue is with your internet. If it's that it keeps sending you like memes or hurts your brain every time you go online, I think that's just a feature. So I haven't figured it out yet. As for technical stuff, I'm probably not the best person to ask. Yeah. I don't think deleting your browsing history would fix the internet. I think that just masks the problem. Pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah, because I mean, it's still technically there, it's just you can't see from your PC. Although, technically, I think you could recover that data still, because it's not technically gone, it's just mostly gone. Keep getting out for you? I mean... good. Hasn't dropped any frames. And the bit... I mean, the bit rate's where it should be. It's like 6,000-ish. It's been pretty steady. I mean, you could try refreshing, which is F5 on Twitch. I mean, technically just the internet, it just refreshes the webpage, but... I don't know, the thing with trying to diagnose, especially when you don't have a ton of knowledge on the subject, issues with electronics is kind of like trying to self-diagnose a medical issue. It can usually be any number of a dozen things. Mobile or PC? See, I never think of that because I never use mobile. So yeah, I guess that is... Oh, wait. Would you have to like open and close the app if it was on mobile? I don't know. I've never used the Twitch mobile app. Look, I have limited experience in a lot of things. Brandon, you just stop jumping directly to innuendo, please. That would be great. Ah, Evie. Not looking to be shy lady 2.0, I suppose? Like, respect, but I'm much too shy to pull that off. It requires the level of confidence that I do not possess. And so I keep my own thoughts and responses. Although less now than before, because, well, yeah. All that really means is that maybe in like, I don't know, a year or two, it'll be complete degeneracy. Who knows? Stream elements, one of these days I'm going to figure out why you suck at formatting, and I'm going to fix it. I don't know when, but some way, somehow, I will fix that. Eventually. Probably. I won't. That's entirely too much tedium for me to bother with, let's be honest here. I may not technically be in the Zoomer category, by a very small margin, but close enough. You know, like straddling the lines, being contradictory. Why pick one thing when you could be both? I've just realized this. It's literally everything. Because I also went with Fox, which fits, unlike Husky. But Fox also generally accepted as cat software, dog hardware, so it's both. Is there a single original thing in me that isn't just me contradicting or picking the middle ground? I don't know. I'm reassessing my entire life now. Oh. Cat with the toy dangling in front? What if I bite you? Would that get you to remember? Because I could find a way. Oh no, wait, you like that. Never mind. Okay. I'll find something else. I don't know what yet, but, you know, I have infinite time and creativity. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Whatever. Mission accomplished. Entertaining. Potentially at my own detriment, but you know, we'll worry about that in the future. That's, it's future me problems. Nope, hopefully much farther future me than like 5 minutes from now, but you know. It's not an assured thing, so take it as it goes. Look into the... You recommended a Fox game? Did you mention it more than once? Like, usually it needs like 3 times, kind of like Beetlejuice, right? Otherwise it doesn't stick in my brain, gonna be perfectly honest. Because I honestly don't remember. Which isn't specifically a surprise, but, alright. Maybe. Remind me? Is it like the retro one? I don't remember. Oh, did I save that? I don't think I did. Endling. Is that the one where you play like the mama fox taking care of the kids? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, I suck with names, so... Save 67% on Endling. Extinction is Forever on Steam. Well, if it's still on sale after I buy my graphics card so that I can, you know, actually play the game on stream, which would be an improvement, really. Didn't I put that in my... I swear I put that in my wish list. Go away, Elder Scrolls Online, no one likes you. Okay, a lot of people like you apparently, because you still keep getting updates, but that's not the point. Yeah, okay, I do have it. Offer ends in 14... Ooh. Now, technically, $10 should be fine. However, I'm also paranoid. So... Ow, but what if? But what if? But what if it's not? It'd probably be fine. I might do it. But, only because it's saving half off. It's not really the download size that's the issue, it's the fact that my graphics card is very upset whenever I ask it to do anything with a moderate load. Basically anything that isn't League of Legends. So, you know, it's a problem. Hey, getting a new power supply and CPU did at least mean that I can just stream. Turns out 6 gigabytes of VRAM can at least handle that. I just can't have it do anything intensive, like Helldivers, because it then noticeably slows down and causes issues. Yay! Good times. Oh, hey, I guess I could look at the message you sent now. What did you think I was gonna do? You pop in and you say, hey, guess what I'm doing again? What? Oh, driving? While typing in chat? Of course I'm gonna time you out. You even gave me a time frame of 30-ish minutes till you got home. How was I supposed to not do that? Fox. That's this part cat in there. Okay, apparently more than I thought with the ears, but you know. And maybe slightly enjoying your temporary suffering every now and then, okay? It's a transaction, right? Okay? You get entertainment, I get to bully. And now you're being wholesome, so like I just sound like a complete douche. Fine, whatever. So you get this one. Hey, upside. Twitch is removing affiliate as a thing, so I can finally get access to the stuff that I want as far as like channel points, hopefully, so I can do fun stuff with that. Because it's been locked behind affiliate, which, yeah, I still remember I was 0.2 off of hitting affiliate. And then my brain hyperfixated on that, and then it all went downhill, and it's just issues with PC. Oh, it was a rough time. It's a rough time, but we're back. Mostly fixed. Hopefully motherboard is fine. Everything will go smoothly. Everything will go relatively smoothly, and I can pick up on doing stuff again. Like editing videos without having my PC crash or during rendering. I mean, it did at least wait until the end of the rendering process to crash, so I guess not all bad, but it did still crash. You ain't Joker, you're the one that bullies? Oh, really? You know, as Qui-Gon Jinn once said, there's always a bigger fish. Just saying. You are the bigger fish? I mean, technically speaking, you're the only fish because I'm a fox, but you know. And technically, well, actually, no, sharks are fish, so I guess. Historically speaking, fish are larger than foxes. Okay, you know what? You win this round. I concede. Can't really argue with Megalodon. I'm sure they've been larger than average foxes, but it would be a hard sell to believe in a Megalodon-sized fox. So, okay. You got the brains and you got nothing? Well, that explains the Dory part of the name. And the misspelling, I suppose, technically, if you want to go with that. Well, hey, you know, they say self-awareness is the first step to recovery, so. I believe in you. You can get there. Probably. It's gonna take effort, though. This name was made for Overwatch. You're just proving my point. It's an accurate name. Disclaimer, I've never played Overwatch. I keep forgetting the guitar. I still need to practice that a little bit before I pull that back up on stream. And I guess no, that should go into the category of music, technically. I just put like practicing or something with some snarky title, per usual. Used to main Mauga? I don't know who that is. Have we descended so far that we're calling wearing a costume on Halloween cosplaying? Because I personally feel like cosplaying is very different than just wearing a costume for Halloween. It's like different tiers of, what's a good example? I mean, I guess you could use gaming, but I feel like that's too easy. Naturally, I blank as soon as I want to come up with something. Alright, we'll just use gaming. I'll say like Sims versus, I don't know, Dota. There's different tiers. Or you could go Car Enthusiast, but I don't have any frame of reference for Car Enthusiast. I mean, I guess there's rather poignantly. There's also like the scale of like how deep you get into the furry side of things, because there's like buying furry art, and then there's going out in a fursuit, which is apparently very expensive and very uncomfortable, so I'm not sure why, but it makes them happy. Technically not a confirmed furry, so it, you know. Unconfirmed. And as I sit here with ears and a tail that you can't see because it still annoys me that I can't change the coloration, but which I guess really isn't doing me any favors on the whole not important. Dressing up as your favorite character, just one you can buy from Party City and the other you got to work your fingers off. I mean, you could also pay for it, but you know. The Anime Expo is amateurs who just wear costumes and call that cosplay? Yeah. I mean, I've been to a lot of expos and cons, so I totally know what you're talking about. I have left the house in the last month, so I'm just saying, I have, okay? Yeah. Sun didn't, no, it did not burn me to ashes, okay? One, I'm sitting here talking to you, aren't I? I feel like that's a pretty obvious clue that I did not burn to ashes. Two, foxes are not vampires. Wrong mythological creature. Come on, get it right, at the very least. Yeah, no, actually no. Technically speaking, kitsune literally just means fox in Japanese. So, just fox. See? The... Actually, does the cat version actually... No, neko just means cat. Well, nekomata. So yeah, technically cats got one that was more specified. So foxes are just acknowledged as being superior and otherworldly. So there you go. What can I say? Just special that way. Just by existing. You ever gotten touch grass? I didn't blind traffic with my Twilight. The fact comparing me to a Twilight vampire. You know what? No, I don't have to take this. I don't. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we'll count that as like a flick on the nose, basically. Twilight vampire. The audacity. The audacity of some people. The fact that makes... Just because that makes sense and I'm upset by it. What's next? What's next? Should I be worried? I mean, he's a glutton for punishment, so he might actually come back with something. Have you read the Twilight books, or are you just pulling names out of thin air that you've heard of? What do you mean you? What is that supposed to mean? Sorry. You, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point. Waiting. Look, there's like levels of insulting, and being compared to Jacob, who basically plays desperate second fiddle for like half of the series. Yeah, a little bit. Pride a little bit. No, no, thank you. Also, Husky is just objectively not true, so like, why would I be upset by that? Yeah. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory personally, but you know. No. What flavors again? Watermelon lemonade. X to down. I can taste the watermelon, but it's not really lemonade-y. Jacob is a wolf. Husky is... Okay, you gotta slow down with it. You're gonna pull a groin. Okay? You're gonna pull your groin. That's like saying that the average house cat is related to a lion. Technically, yes, by a distant ancestor. However, okay, as the queen of technicalities, technically, yes. However, realistically, no, I'm obviously a fox. How many times cat software, dog hardware, which is basically to say, somewhat prideful, maybe a little bit vain, I guess. I can't really dodge that one, considering... Yeah, appearance, okay. But also, you know, some dog traits. We don't need to specify those, so, you know. No. No. Technically, it's non-specific, just saying. Anyway, not important. Ancestry is in the past. Currently, all fox. That's the important bit. No, it's not. It's not. Why? Because I say so. For science? Science is boring. Well, okay, no, actually science is pretty interesting. But not specifically relevant here, when we're talking about 2D animate women on the internet with cat ears. Okay, now I need to look this up. I can spell, I promise. Well, no kidding, Panic. Okay, well. I did this the wrong way, so I have to go over here and do this. So easily distracting. Any other obvious observations you want to toss out there? Part of it, ADHD was like difficult to understand. I feel like I was pretty upfront with that. Why are you in light mode? Whatever, I can't be bothered. Still over here for a sec. Oh, why is this immediately the first thing that pops? You know what? Never mind. So according to the totally reliable and never wrong AI overview on Google, how ADHD affects you? Yeah, look it up yourself. That is entirely too much work. I guess cat ears are more rounded, which I guess makes sense. But then you also think like lynx, which is actually no, kind of aren't they? No? Okay, I'm misremembering. Oh, kind of. Snuggle buddies. Ah, that's better. Oh. I mean, it's over there too, so never mind. You can see it. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So kind of yes, but also no. Fur covered. Yeah, I'd imagine they both have fur covered ears. It's kind of like the hallmark. Oh, well that's... Why couldn't it be in English? That doesn't help me. Alright, fine, whatever. I guess they're pretty similar. I guess this is kind of like a... Wait, is it frogs or toads? Oh no. Is it all frogs or toads, but not all toads are frogs, or all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads? I don't remember. One of the two. One of those is true in one form or another direction. What do you want to call it? So I think it's kind of that situation. That's my best guess. Which I guess technically applies to, you know, most things in life. Cars, food, medical issues, you know, that sort of thing. Smaller in relation to their body size. Well, that's not helping. So technically they should be larger. Noted. I will totally remember that and apply that to my own model when I get to finally do that. Excuse me while I check my imaginary watch that you can't see and that I don't exist. Oh, that I don't have. I exist. I'm still here. I think. Anyway. Whenever I manage to, you know, somehow turn this into a functioning career. Until then it can be for fun, which is good because I need fun and practice talking and interacting with people and I guess small talk. I can do banter. Small talk, no. Banter, yes. What did I don't have, no, I don't have a watch. With the amount of money that I don't have, you think that I'm wasting it on a watch? When I'm sitting in front of a PC for 90% of my day and I have my phone. Okay, I feel moderately insulted. Back from Walking Dog, is that anything like Walking Dead? But like more peaceful? Welcome to ADHD/autism. Welcome to ADHD/autism. Holy... Let me recalibrate my tongue real quick. No. She sells, but see short. Okay, we're probably fine. No. You can't be back from TV series? I mean, you can. You totally could. Shush me. You totally could. Technically. What if you, like, wander over to the lot where they're filming it and then you come back, then that would count. Just saying. I mean, dramatic enough, yes. Yeah, no, I think I'd just leave it there. You're dramatic enough, yeah. Defo main character's friend. I mean, at least we're aware of our place in the pecking order. I'd probably be the villain if we're being honest. I wouldn't be the main character. That's fine. I get to torment people then. I guess Weeb is like the weird friend off to the side then. That like the comic relief character. Yeah, the comic relief character. Any other tropes? There's no impact on the story. Man, and I thought my self-esteem was shot. Damn. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a competition. I could never be main character, but I would absolutely be the friend character people love and adore and think is really cool. Should have a spin-off series of his own, but then doesn't, because I overstayed my welcome, but people want more of me anyway, because I'm so cool. Yeah, that works. Pretty close anyway. That's how I read it anyway. No, those are literally your words. It's I don't know how to break this to you. It's I mean, it's technically being recorded. I mean, it kind of is. It's being recorded on Twitch servers. So, if you look to my right over there, like right there, you can just point. Kind of. There we go. Yours literally show up on screen. I said it. Yeah, I did. Oh, I thought you were gonna say dent in your skull, but I mean, we'll get there eventually. But it's an endearing then. Fair enough. Okay. Ow. Whoa. Pain? Water pain. Okay. I wasn't using that part of my spine anyway. It's fine. And you get no Should I take the like 0 comment on me being the villain as I feel like I should be a little bit insulted. Just slightly. What's the word I'm looking for here? Mostly on principle. Yeah, mostly on principle. Your personal villain. I don't know if that's... Why can I not word suddenly? Not encouragement. Compliment. There's the word. Compliment. You listen and get perturbed and pestered by you on a daily basis. You literally asked for it. Just saying. But, yes, this is technically true. Mostly. What can I say? It's fun messing with people. Besides, being a villain doesn't mean you have to be the bad guy per se. You just, you know, not generically good. More of an anti-hero, really. No, okay, no. Still villain. Chaotic neutral. Or good, evil. Evil? We'll go with neutral. We'll go with chaotic neutral. You know, sometimes you just want to watch the world burn, and then you help build it up again. It's just how it goes sometimes. Don't mind me stretching. It's just how it is. I mean, what else do you expect from someone who regularly plays League of Legends? I mean, there's no slurs involved. I don't daily wish for threat and harm to everyone else, so like, I think that I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I'm aware it's a low bar, but like, I still clear it, okay? When you're, yeah, you cut off your sentence there? Are we gonna finish the sentence, or am I just gonna be left to wonder into infinity as to what the heck you were gonna type? Anyway, so The Witcher 4 is... when is that coming out, actually? Probably later this year slash early next year, in like the first half maybe, I guess, off of that. They're doing the reveal, when is that? Tomorrow. Then... anywhere like 6 months to a year-ish, I guess. Game dev's funny like that. It depends on if there's any, say it with me, delays. Yeah. What would my villain song be? Heck if I know. I'm not the one who spends hours watching anime. Partially because it costs money. But also because, you know, I'm not a weeb. And, also because I find the humor that they have a lot of the time very cringe, and it makes me want to, like, bury my head in the sand. So, yeah. Means you lose favorite form of media. You're so right. Why does that feel sarcastic? Is that just me? Anyone else get a little bit of sarcasm out of that? Just a smidge. Just a smidge of sarcasm. Sit in the corner watching your cringing. I don't know. I feel like the phrase "you're so right" is usually used moderately facetiously. That could be the internet's fault, also, to be fair. And you say that as if you wouldn't watch your cringe anime in the corner anyway, weeb. We all know. You would. Nothing's changed. La na 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 na. Oh. Alright, phone battery. How you doing? How you... No. I didn't really want to do that, but okay. 51%. Okay, we're back. Was not having any of them. I tried to like partially pull the menu down so that I could see without freezing everything. It's fine though. I didn't have to reopen VTube Studio, so it's all good. It's all good. I've just realized the irony of like slightly judging someone for watching cringe anime while I know full well I'm gonna play League of Legends later. Okay. Yep, that's, you know, I didn't need that realization, but I have it now. Cringe, but I am free. And that's the important thing. Is it bad that I almost launched into the speech from the Helldivers intro? I would have if I remembered more of it. I can imagine it, but I haven't actually memorized the words. Prove to yourself that you have the strength to be free. Join the Helldivers or something like that? With a, appropriately dramatic pause. Join the Helldivers after, he puts on helmet and it gets much deeper because they have to sound cooler with the helmet on, I guess. Which fair. I mean, I get it. Mr. Who? 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 I'm not doing it 54 times, sorry. But thanks for the follow. Says the one who killed you for... The fact that you put accidentally in quotations means I'm entirely justified. Just saying. You have a question? Fire away. I can promise to at least read it. And I do a try not to laugh thing. See, I could, except the one ADHD doesn't laugh. Yeah, that's... Anyway. If I tried to do anything on my own and set it up, which I'd need to, unless, I could make Alto do it. But I need someone to vet that they weren't going to get me banned off Twitch. So, no joy in her. This is pure slander. Or is it libel? It's text. It's pure libel, I think. Right? Is that? Written defamation. Yeah, it's pure libel. Do it. Alto just signed up to get that set up for next week. Let's go! It's in text in Twitch chat. That's basically a contractually binding obligation. Come on. You literally did. It's... Okay. It's right there. It's literally right there. Yeah. So anyway. Don't worry, if it's not funny, we'll all blame you and it'll be fine. No pressure. Granted, there's not really any stakes, but hey. But yeah, I've thought about doing like React style content and stuff, which if you've been around for a bit, you're aware that I've talked about this like half a dozen times because I circle around back to it roughly once or twice per stream. But I kind of see like the being genuine part of the reaction part is like the most important part. And if I went through all of them on my own to find them, it doesn't really work. Like I could technically fake it. I couldn't really because I suck at faking it. I guess this isn't the worst thing to be horrible at, but it's crossed my mind. That and well, lo and behold, ADHD means I kind of like doing things, and there's a limited amount of time that I can sit there doing nothing, which is also why these streams don't tend to last for hours. As far as like 8 hours out of that, and limited social battery, so eventually drains. By eventually, I mean more rapidly than other people who or perhaps less socially awkward. But yes, I have plenty of plans of stuff that I would do in the future once it is feasible. But as I learned trying to do challenge stuff earlier, kind of need a larger audience first, a larger interactive audience. Tend to attract shy people. I don't know, something about creator and audience reflecting that. Anyway. But yeah. Now that we have a volunteer, we could at least get up for like some point in the future. He is a busy man, so I'll give him that. Watch. Sorry, I just almost threw up in my mouth. Ugh. First off, gross. Second, those would definitely have copyright audio and music in there. And I don't feel like having to go through and edit the VOD after the fact, especially because if I do it through just exporting it to YouTube from Twitch, it would just be a blank bit of audio, or it's... Okay, I know at this point you've probably experienced YouTube's answer to copyright music where it like kind of removes it. Well, it removes it basically entirety along with the rest of the audio and making everything sound tinny. Personally, I find that to be an offense upon everything good, wholesome, and right in the world, so I would like to avoid that happening. YouTube shut your ad blocker. It's like 15 seconds. I'm not important enough for the ads to be longer than that, if they even exist. Which they do, I think, technically. But you'll survive. Actually, how would that work with Twitch taking away, like, removing affiliate? Would you then just be able to... I guess everyone would be able to choose what they do ad-wise. Which, the correct answer, by the way, for both the viewer and the streamer is, I think it's 2 minutes and 30 every 30 minutes? Or... No. Is it? I think it's 2:30/3 minutes for every 30 minutes. And then you don't get pre-rolls, which is... No one likes pre-rolls. Okay, I don't think I need to explain that nobody enjoys pre-roll ads. 2, I think whatever it is, whether it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds or 3 minutes, double that, and then it goes to every hour. And you can have an hour without pre-roll ads. And I think you get like 5 pauses for the ads break thing. Anyway. As much as people like waging a war against ads, which I get, it is better to have them on a set schedule like that than it is to not have them on a schedule at all, because then you just get pre-rolls even though you don't run them on your own and they get run anyway, so it's kind of pointless. What would be a good analogy for that? Not cutting down a tree because you don't want to cut down the tree, but then like the cliff, it's on a cliff face and the cliff face is gonna break off anyway on its own accord, but you just don't get to choose when that happens. Close enough. I mean, it's a bit rough, but we got there. Also, I've never used an ad blocker, come to think of it. I just kind of tank them. Is this an ADHD superpower? It's just, you put shiny flashy thing in front of me and it's at least entertaining enough for the time being that I'm not super pissed about it being there? Oh. And it's not like I remember the ads anyway, so who cares? Why tree cut wood cliff? Tree cut cliff cut tree. I don't know if you just had an aneurysm typing that, or it just gave me one when I tried to read it. Maybe both. I'm going with both. Both seems perfectly valid for this scenario. I Jacob compilations. How dare. I should have timed you out for that. I mean, unless you just wanted to see half-naked images of whoever the heck plays Jacob at the movies, in which case, I guess you do you, but not personally to my taste. Valid, basically, but not to my taste. Maybe. I find it funny that it actually kind of captures the idea of me scratching my ear there. Oh, that's nice. Herbie done. Bathroom. I want to stick it in the middle of the floor. Oh well. Not important. You're only 2 minutes after I said that, I think. Somewhere around there. Not the greatest sense of time passing, I'll be honest. Nah. Oh. Oh, dogs. So you never guess what our husky did today. Driving this with her being a husky, sometimes they don't want to eat their food, and they'll eat like once a day. But she's very particular with her food. So today they got, I think, two whole sardines with their food. So first, apparently she took it out of the bowl and then rolled around on it. For reasons. And then she may or may not have taken one of them, yeah, the other one, and then possibly hid it in my mother's room, because she left her door open when she brought her over to make sure she actually ate her food. Dogs just do the darndest things. Julius will figure that out if it starts smelling strongly of fish over on this side of the house. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. She's a fluffy goober, to put it mildly. A very fluffy goober. Not the least of which being that she doesn't. Okay, huskies are known for being energetic and active, right? She is the laziest husky ever. And she runs funny. She runs more like a rabbit than a dog. Somehow. I don't question anymore how. She just does it. She's talented like that. Hi. Yeah. I think I'm about run out of things to talk about though. Oh. I guess that is the nice part about like practicing guitar on stream or something, is it's just infinite content until my fingers start bleeding. Not literally, but you know. If you've ever tried playing a steel string guitar when you haven't regularly been playing a steel string guitar, then you know what I'm talking about. It's an experience, to put it mildly. So, yeah. Thanks for my fingers. My condolences. But on that note, for no particular reason that has nothing to do with me both having nothing to really talk about and wanting to do something unspecific that is slightly more active, that's gonna be for today. Longer than I thought it was gonna last. Almost didn't happen, but you know. Clicking button. Yeah. I don't think there's anything specific that I can do content-wise with this, which kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. It happens. It was nice. Chill. We had fun. And I will see you guys next time, I guess. I mean, okay. Links below, per usual. Oh, I don't have that link. I didn't update it for the new short on the VOD channel. But you can go to the VOD channel on your own by clicking down below. It's there, I promise. It can't go anywhere, it's just text. Click it, it takes you there, it's easy, it's great. So yeah. Go check it out for hours of Cassia. Couple hours, few hours of Cassia, and then some odd person called Arctic content. Yeah, don't know what that's about. Weird. It's like a blank area in my memory or something. Grab at it. Yeah. See, at some point, I'm not gonna have to take care of the dogs anymore, because they won't be here, which will both be sad, and yet also it frees up my schedule a little bit. Probably means later streams. No clue when that happens. I give it like a year-ish, sometime in that time period. Anyway, before I get distracted again, what is that? Is that a ferret? Or is that a cat? I can't tell. Not important. Stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later. It's a hedgehog. Okay. Bye now. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't. Just let him have it.